Good evening, welcome everyone. It's Dan Yuzerski along with Greg Apalco. I believe that's how you say it.
Kapalko, close, but it'll work.
All right. Here to bring you tonight's first game between Seashore Auto and Seaview Jeep. And Greg, tonight, these two teams have played well this year, both coming off wins in their last game, but no Xander Rice for Seaview Jeep. How do you think that affects them tonight?
Well, they have five pretty good players here that are all on the court right now. One is Matt McMullen, who this is his first game in the season. He's one of the honorable mention on our 55th anniversary team. Quite a player. He's got 3 or 4 JSBL championships in his portfolio.
McMullen, I believe, is the all-time winningest championship player here in the JSBL's 55-year history, as the tip is up and Seashore Auto controls. And I believe it's a violation.
That'd be a backcourt.
And that's an unceremonious way to start the game for Seaview Jeep. Or ceremonious way to start for Seaview Jeep.
Yeah, 2 things that'll kill you, even in the JSBL. One is turnovers, and the other is missed free throws.
Robinson passes down low to Kimbrough, who missed. I apologize, that's Mahoney who missed.
Yeah, Max Mahoney with the miss for Seaview. Kimbrough, 24 in the green.
Passes in, it's a kickball off Max Mahoney, who's getting some action early on. Seaview Jeep is coached by Tyler Schmelz. Seashore Auto in the green, coached by Terry Hicks. Jagan Mosley to check it in to Dwayne Jones. Guarded by Justin Robinson, the reigning MVP of the league. As he passes to a 3 from Amari Jones off the mark, rebounded by the previously mentioned Matt McMullen. Robinson, guarded by Jones, passes to Colin Stewart in the corner.
Yeah, Colin Stewart wearing 1, Robinson 8, Mahoney 24, 21 is McMullen, and 7 is Sean Grennan.
Grennan exploded a couple of Thursdays ago, but wasn't as much of a factor in the Seaview Jeep win last week.
Well, now that J-Rob is here.
As he takes a 3 and makes it, but he was out of bounds.
And now that J-Rob is here, the ball is going to be very evenly distributed. You probably have 5 guys on the floor for the Seaview team that can all put the ball in the basket.
And it becomes a matter of who wants it more that night and who's hot and who's not. Grennan was not hot last night, but I believe he made 14 or 15 threes a couple of Thursdays ago.
13, and it's close to a JSBO record, but it's not.
As Dwayne Jones is off the mark, rebounded by Max Mahoney. Robinson will take it the other way. Robinson gets inside, lays it in. He's got the first points of the game. 2-0 Seaview Jeep. That shot misses. Robinson will go the other way with it. Robinson a 3. No good off the front of the rim. Max Mahoney gets it, puts it back up and puts it in. A 3 for Max Mahoney, and it's a quick 5-0 run.
Missed Fox out on the defensive end for Seashore. Cost them a couple of points.
As Jagan Mosley answers with a 3. Mosley, one of the 2 sets of brothers on the team, as Robinson passes out to Stewart, who passes out to Robinson from the corner, driving his way inside on Kimbrough, passes to Mahoney. Previously just hit the 3 in the last possession. And it goes out. It'll stay this end of the floor.
And Mosley tipped it away.
3 seconds to shoot. Interesting to see what they try to draw up here. He gets it to Grennan, a great 3-point shooter as the time expires. He missed, and Jagan Mosley takes it the other way. Mosley to Dwayne Amari. That's Amari Jones in the corner. Missed, and Colin Stewart grabs the rebound. Robinson, Mahoney, Robinson drives inside. He's fouled and it rimmed out. Would have been a chance for a three-point play if he made it. He'll shoot two.
With Justin's speed, it's really difficult for most teams to keep him out of the paint. And even though he's a little undersized, uses his body really well and usually figures out a way to get the bucket and the foul.
Robinson puts his first up. Robinson's only 5'8", but was a great player at Monmouth. The size is definitely not an issue with Scoop. He's got them both. Averaged 48 points a game last year. We'll finish with something close to that this year. Jagan Mosley at the top. He takes another three and splashes it. Jagan Mosley has 2 threes, and it's 7-6.
Ball tipped out of bounds off of Seaview.
It'll go the way of Seashore Auto. They'll call a timeout, but we'll stay right here.
Dan, one thing about timeouts in the JSBL, they're very precious. Each team only has 4 timeouts which they can use in a game, even though there is a TV timeout at the midway point of each quarter. Ideally, you'd like to have at least 2 or 3 for the final 2 minutes of the game.
And it's a good point you bring up. It's where you see teams, they hold those timeouts. They're very precious. They don't carry over in the halves like you would see in another sport like the NFL. It's 4 timeouts, and that's all you have. It's the same rule as college for that.
Yeah, it's 4, but you only can use 3 in the last 2 minutes. So even if you had 4, you're only allowed to use 3. JSBL for years is played by the NBA rules: 6 fouls to foul out, continuation going to the basket, quite a few different rules for the player that is the NCAA player or even the players that play overseas.
And it's an adjustment for them when if they're to come back and play here, because the NCAA rules are so much different than the NBA rules, and it's something you see with rookies going into the NBA. As Amari Jones to the top to Jared Kimbrough. Kimbrough to Jones. Jones guarded by Colin Stewart. Missed the layup and rebounded by Max Mahoney. Here comes Justin Robinson, waving his way inside and blowing past the Seashore Auto defense. Jagan Mosley from the corner is no good. Robinson continuing to show off the speed that makes him such a dangerous player to defend. Robinson, again, nice pass to Mahoney, who lays it in.
Well, Kimber slid down in the double team, and J-Rob found the open man in the paint.
He'll find that all the time as
Kieran Sheard with the bucket.
Kieran Sheard playing his first JSBL action this year. Here comes Robinson. Again, wide open in the corner is Colin Stewart. Missed front of the rim. Rebounded in Amari Jones. He'll take it the other way, going coast to coast. And he's stripped, able to maintain possession. He passes to Kimbrough. Kimbrough working his way inside of Mahoney, gets the roll.
Nice up and under move by Kimbrough, using that 6'7" height.
11-10 with 5:08 left to play in this first quarter. Seaview Jeep and Seashore Auto. Robinson a 3. Almost made it. And if he's hitting threes, he's unstoppable.
Not only is he unstoppable, even though we're playing at Manasquan High School and it's a missed shot, we're playing the high school three-point line. Justin can hit him from just inside a half court.
It's what makes him such a dangerous player to defend, as a rare miss from him. Jagan Mosley taking it the other way, and Kimbrough's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 when we get back. A competitive first quarter to start the night. 11-10, Seaview Jeep leads. We'll be right back after this break from JSBLN.
Seabreeze Ford's Hot Summer Sales Event is the time to buy your next Ford. Seabreeze Ford has a huge selection of F-150 pickups and the friendly sales staff you'll love dealing with. Savings are a sure thing at Seabreeze Ford, Route 35, Wall Township, or SeabreezeFord.com.
Jared Kimbrough shooting 2 at the line.
Actually, side out. They deemed
ruled
it was not a shooting foul. Thought it was a shooting foul, though, myself.
It looked like it. The refs in that timeout overruled it as
Sheard misses the layup.
looked like Colin Stewart got a piece of it as Robinson down the other way. He puts it back up and in. 13-10. Jagan Mosley missed, rebounded by Colin Stewart. Sean Grennan takes it the other way. He got McMullen on a little bit of a break, but it was a little bit of an erratic pass by Grennan. They reset with Robinson, who can hit threes from that point of the court. Robinson splashes. I don't know what's going. Is the camera off?
Said no.
This is weird. What did I just do? Uh-oh. Oh boy.
So we're not up.
We are. All right, there we go. Welcome back to JSBLN's coverage. We apologize for the technical difficulties. 20-15 as Kieran Sheard misses.
Ball will stay with Seashore.
Technical difficulties. We apologize for anything of that nature. Kieran Sheard will check it in. Dumps it down low to Devin Bennett. Back to Sheard. Sheard takes a three. No good. Rebounded by McMullen. Justin Robinson takes a three. No good. He gets his own rebound. Came out to him perfectly. Passes out to Mahoney, who splashes a three.
Second shots always come back to get you.
And that's the second play of that variety that's happened in just this quarter. 1:58 to play in the opening stanza. Sheard passes to the corner three from Dwayne Jones was off the mark. Here comes Justin Robinson. Robinson spinning, working his way in. Another open three for McMullen. He missed. Tipped in by Robinson. He gets his own board. Here comes Mahoney with it. He falls. Robinson all the way out with 8 to shoot. He resets. Guarded by Dwayne Jones. Passes inside, finding a cutting McMullen, who makes it. 10-point lead opened up by Seaview Jeep in this opening quarter.
Mosley lost sight of his player and
Trying to come back with a three. Out of bounds, it'll stay at this end.
Seashore Auto in their first 2 games of the season. First against defending champ Stearns had a 20-point lead, and second against RKE Athletic also had a 20-point lead on some pretty hot 3-point shooting early, but cooled off in both games and lost 2 heartbreakers each time. Came back with a win against Larson, but looks like they're spending a little too much.
As Grennan splashes a three, they turn the ball over on the other end, and you can't continue to do that.
Now, between turnovers and missed 3-pointers, you're really letting Seaview out in order. And that was a nice finish by Sheard.
Sheard gets the basket and picks up the foul. He'll go to the line to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Ruoff picks up his first. Sheard hits it. Here comes Justin Robinson. He's guarded by Jagan Mosley. Robinson. Oh my goodness, he weaves his way in, passes out to Ruoff. Ruoff has a lane, gets inside, doesn't get it, but right there's Collinsdorf for the putback in the deuce. Here comes Amari Jones with a three. He's cut the lead to 9. Robinson can hold for the final shot as the clock is turned off. He's going to direct traffic. Robinson with 3 to shoot. He puts it up at the buzzer. He got it. A buzzer beater by Justin Robinson sends us to the second quarter and completes a 12-point first quarter lead for Seaview Jeep. We played 1. An impressive showing to 1 for Seaview Jeep. They lead by 12. We'll be right back on JSBLN.
The Larson Ford family has been serving our community with a family-like atmosphere since 1956. Whether you want a new car or to keep your current one on the road, we've got you covered. This family-like atmosphere has created thousands of repeat customers and long-term employees that have become just like family. When you purchase your next new vehicle, you'll get benefits that you won't get anywhere else. Shop with a family you can trust who gives you the real deal. Larson Ford.
We're pretty fortunate to have this career and this opportunity to make people a lot better very quickly.
All the physicians in OIBO are experts in their particular field and subspecialty.
We strive for excellence. We strive to make the best diagnosis and best treatment for patients.
I can think of many examples of patients we were able to take from a really poor quality of life and get them, bring them back.
A lot of folks will end up saying, I shouldn't have waited so long. You know, I'm glad I did this, but I shouldn't have waited so long. You know, once they get to see the function that they can regain.
Welcome back to JS. Oh, let me mute that. Start of the second quarter here on JSBLN. Greg, is there any stats that popped out to you in that first?
Well, right off the bat, the rebounding edge is 12-5 in favor of Seaview. They have a little bit of a size advantage, and they're taking advantage of it. And the other stat that kind of sticks out is Seashore's only 3 for 11 from 3. They're going to need to do much better than that if they want to stay in this game, being the fact they're a little undersized.
Collinsdorf's pass is tipped out, and you make a point. If they're not going to shoot the 3 well, they have to get rebounds, because if you're outboarded by 7 in every quarter, as Robinson a deep 3, no good. Rebounded by Amari Jones, there's 1 for them. But you can't continue to win, and it's not sustainable if you can't get rebounds.
No, that's true.
As Sheard pops the 3.
So Kieran is starting to feel it a little bit, and he's actually taken the lead in scoring over for Seashore Auto.
Right on cue, a clutch rebound and then a 3 from Seashore Auto. It's like they're listening. As Mahoney will shoot 2 as he's fouled. Devin Bennett picks up the foul. Mahoney will shoot 2. He was the second leading scorer for Seashore Auto in that for Seaview Jeep in that first quarter with 8, behind Robinson, who had 14. Mahoney's first is up and good. 34-24, start of the second quarter. Mahoney's second shot is good. Mahoney hits them both. It's a 11-point game. Jagan Mosley, guarded by Colin Stewart. Mosley had 6 in the first. He puts enough one there, and it's no good. Mahoney grabs the board. Here comes Justin Robinson. Oh, a nice pass, but a little too much to handle for Mahoney. Dwayne Jones checks back in.
Jones, a Neptune High School graduate, along with Jared Kimbrough, both locals. Nice to have locals on your team. Always helps you getting your players here on time.
Not only that, but Jack Collins is the biggest example of it. These are guys that have grown up playing in this very gym, so it's a bit of a homecoming as Sheard missed the 3, and then Bennett fouled
over the back.
McMullen down low.
Loose ball foul.
A little bit of confusion on where Robinson's to check it in. Bennett picks up his first of the game as Robinson checks it in to McMullen, who instantly passes back to Justin Robinson. Robinson finds a cutting Brennan, who couldn't handle it and had to step back. Brennan takes a double contested shot, no good. Fight for the board, controlled by Seaview Jeep. Here comes McMullen with it. He passes to Grennan, who finds Stort in the corner. No good. That was Gruoff, I apologize. Robinson has a 3 and another rebound. Controlled by Seaview Jeep. Robinson drives inside, passes to the corner. McMullen passes to Robinson. He's got 4 to shoot. Behind the back. As the shot clock expires, he hits a long 2. Justin Robinson showing why he's the MVP of the league. Reigning, that is. Sheard spins, nice move. He gets 2.
Sheard did a nice job using his body to bend Robinson off, and the bigger guard took him to the glass.
And Sheard's not that much bigger than Robinson, as Grennan misses the 3, rebounded by Amari Jones. We don't have Sheard's height measurement, but from the eye test, he looks on par as he misses the 3 with Robinson. A fight for it. Robinson controls it, uses the speed, and hits a 3. I might have spoken a little too soon there, but it worked out.
You did, but you followed the trajectory of the ball, and it found its home.
40-26 in the first half. As Amari Jones puts up a shot, he's fouled. It was behind the back, a little bit of a wild shot. So he gets lucky, he gets fouled, he'll shoot 2.
Well, again, Seaview with the height advantage pretty much across the board, with the exception of J-Rob. When you go to the basket like that, you have to figure out a way to get around these guys, since you really just can't go straight over them, over a taller player, that is.
Amari Jones shooting 2. Makes the first. Kimbrough checks in for Sheard, who's been the leading scorer in the early going for Seashore Auto. The second is no good. It'll stay a 13-point game. CJ Ruoff drives inside, and he's stripped, but Devin Bennett fouled him. Those are the biggest plays that you notice in a basketball game that are swings, as you feel like you get all ball, but if you touch a little piece, it ends up being a reach-in.
That probably was a little more than a little piece.
Yeah, as Robinson airballs a 3 right to Amari Jones. Here comes Jaleel Lord, and he sinks it. Lord sinks it 2. It's an 11-point game. 6:10 left to play in the opening period, in the opening half. Robinson doubled. First double team he's seen all night, and he threw it into the stands.
Well, you're going to probably see a lot more of that, the double team that is, as the season goes on. Usually in the regular season games, they're a little more offensive minded where players do go up and down the court, but coaches will make adjustments come closer to playoff time and during the playoff time and try to take the best players out of their game if they can.
As Lord missed a three, Robinson passed up to Grennan, who missed the shot, and Devin Bennett rebounded. Jones flips up a shot, tried to use the backboard, and was a little too strong. 40-29 with 5:25 left to play in the second quarter. Grennan from the corner, got it.
McMullen with that extra pass to a wide open Grennan to knock that down.
Now, McMullen had some openings. We apologize, and again, some more technical difficulties with our camera. And we're going to have to restart the stream. We will be right back.
Whenever there's a camera issue, double click that and just switch the camera.
Okay.
Back and forth.
There's a three. That's a two by Max Mahoney. Extends the lead to 18. Sheard gets his way inside. And he's fouled. He'll shoot two at the line. Sheard a pre-deadline pickup for Seashore Auto as he hits his first. We'd like to remind you that there is another game tonight. It's Ortho and J and ACI Robins Nest. And I believe we'll be joined by Larry Marshall for the second of two as Sheard goes 1 of 2 from the line. Justin Robinson, last year's MVP, drives inside, and that's just too easy for number 8. Dwayne Jones to Amari Jones, brother to the brother, no good. Kimbrough rebounds it. Kimbrough spins and finds 2. 56-41, a minute 20 left to play in this first half. Mahoney out to McMullen. McMullen inside, out to Stewart. Stewart finds his way into the paint, and he flips up an acrobatic shot, and he makes it. Colin Stewart extends the lead to 17. Amari Jones, Dwayne Jones inside to Sheard. Guarded by McMullen. He gets doubled. Robinson, looked like the ball slipped out of Dwayne Jones' hands. Robinson was previously doubled as Jagan Mosley's 2 rims out. 36 seconds left. Robinson, deep three! From the logo. Greg said that he could hit it from that deep in the earlier, and he does there. That one's blocked, but goaltending is called. Mahoney almost blocked it. 61-41 with 21.2 to play in this first half. Dan Yuzerski, along with everyone else from our JSBL crew, thanks you for tuning in. Robinson can hold for the final shot, where he previously hit a buzzer beater 3. Robinson, nice pass to Mahoney, who spins it in. A Stewart blocked, but a foul on Kimbrough.
Video capture device and just switch it. And if that doesn't work, you just have to unplug it from the camera and plug it back in. That's what I've noticed.
Kimbrough picks up his second, and with 2.7 left, you'll have 2 free throws and a likely chance for a buzzer beater. Stewart rattles home the first. Stewart hits them both.
Probably not the ball. Weak too.
And that pass is almost tipped. Mosley at the buzzer. Oh, my. Just missed. It rimmed out. And we missed just missed our second buzzer beater in 2 quarters. Halftime here at the Jersey Shore, 64-43. Seaview Jeep is in cruise control after 2. We'll be right
We're
back.
pretty fortunate to have this career and this opportunity to make people a lot better very quickly.
All the physicians in OIBO are experts in their particular field and subspecialty.
We strive for excellence. We strive to make the best diagnosis and best treatment for patients.
I can think of many examples of patients we were able to take from a really poor quality of life and get them, bring them back.
A lot of folks will end up saying, I shouldn't have waited so long. You know, I'm glad I did this, but I shouldn't have waited so long. You know, once they get to see the function that they can regain.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Justin Robinson takes it up and in. He passes to McMullen. Down to Mahoney. Mahoney is ball stripped by Sheard. Dwayne Jones tries a three, no good. Mahoney the rebound. 64-43 at the half. Robinson inside, long two. He's got it.
Dan, look at these halftime statistics. Seaview Jeep, 32 rebounds to only 15 for Seashore. Nothing tells more the discrepancy in this game than the fact of the utter domination of Seaview on the boards.
And that's how you win basketball games. You make shots and you have to grab the rebounds, and that's what Seaview Jeep has done in these first two games. They're trying to improve to 3-1. They won over ACI Robbins Nest, lost to Ortho and J, and then won over WCT. Seashore Auto lost to Stearns, RKE, and now is trying to beat Larson Ford, trying to win their second after beating Larson Ford last time out.
Tell you, this is a pretty tough league. No matter how good you are, you're going to be challenged pretty much every single night here.
As Jaleel Lord misses, rebounded by McMullen.
One shot every time down doesn't help Seashore at all.
And it's not like they're making it. They're missing as McMullen lays it in for two.
Robinson again with a nice assist.
68-44 as a long three for Jagan Mosley goes off the front of the rim. And the other thing is the positioning's not been great for Seashore Auto either. That shot was, no one was down low. It was 3 guys to 1. As Sean Grennan hits a three.
Trying to repeat that form from a couple of games ago where he knocked down 13 of them.
Here comes Sheard. Sheard dribbles around. Passes inside. It was a little too hot to handle for Devin Bennett.
You know, a lot of people thought this was going to be a much closer game because even in the earlier Seashore losses, both games were decided in the last minute of the game. Tonight, they're really kind of getting their doors blown
As
off.
Robinson sinks a three, it's a 30-point lead for Seaview Jeep. Dwayne Jones comes right back with 2. It hasn't been this. As Robinson gets another 2, he'll go to the line for one more. It hasn't been that way for Seashore Auto, but they are missing a couple of pieces. No Elijah Perkins, no Scotty Lewis, and Saeed Nelson is not here as well tonight, and he was the big reason they won the previous game against Larson Ford.
Yeah, Nelson had a huge game that evening. Really hit some clutch shots and some great defensive plays down the stretch of that game. Actually, Seashore trailed by 7 with 2.5 to go and came back and won that game against Larson, which is Larson's only loss.
And that was a big win as Kimbrough gets 2, 77-48.
Mahoney with a huge size advantage on the post. He got matched up on Sheard. Sheard like 6-7 inches shorter than him. And you saw what Mahoney did with the ball.
We apologize. More technical difficulties with our camera. Mahoney puts up the first. It's both. It's an 80-48 game. We have our visuals back as Jagan Mosley hits a three. 80. That's is it a three or was it a two?
Well, either way, the scoreboard shows 80-50. It's a 30-point lead for Seaview Jeep.
Here comes Stort. Stort missed, rebounded.
Nice challenge by Kimbrough.
Sheard is stripped of the ball. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay at the Seashore Auto end. And Omari Jones will check in.
You know, Dan, where we sit, we actually are shooting towards the benches. Nice crowd on hand here tonight to watch this game.
As we haven't mentioned it, but as the season goes on, a good point by you, Greg, that the games tend to get more popular, tend to get more crowded as people see the product that we put out here at JSBL and are more inclined to come.
Yeah, it's traditionally in the league, and I've been around it for quite a while. By the time you get towards the last week or so of the regular season, heading into the playoffs, even though the admission is free, you still might need to get here early to see the semis and the finals of this league.
The gym fills up as Robinson misses.
And they will open up most of the bleachers all around the gym for the playoffs.
It's playoff time around here. There's no better place to be to watch summer basketball. 55th anniversary of JSBL. It's going to be a huge ceremony.
Well, actually, what's planned for that evening is that, and as of now, we have at least 30 RSVPs of former players that are on that 55 list that will be in attendance at 7 p.m. on August the 3rd. We'll probably put that list out a week or so beforehand as we reconfirm on who's coming or not. But it's going to be a tremendous evening. I myself on the phone have spoken with Bobby Hurley, Kelly Trapuka, Danny Calandrillo, Herman Alston, and a plethora of others.
As Robinson,
Michael Korn, Jim Spinarkle, and a lot of these players, as long as they're in the tri-state area, plan on attending.
As Robinson had completed the three-point play, we have another foul, but I believe this one's on the floor. Now, Spinarkle is a name that might get some of you fans that are watching the stream excited because there's a chance he's up here doing color and taking your job, Greg.
Anytime. I'll be happy to give it up. Actually, when I spoke to him, he used to do a lot of work for the Nets. He is now working doing college color around the country during the NCAA season.
With Iron Eagle, that team has been one of the better teams for CBS over the years. As Sheard hits his first. Sheard puts up his second and nails it. Sheard's been a bright spot for Seashore Auto tonight. Here comes Justin Robinson. Robinson to CJ Ruoff, who nails a three. A 34-point game in the third quarter. Dwayne Jones drives inside. And there's been a little bit more of a relaxation on both sides as Robinson misses a turnaround three. Jagan Mosley up top. Guarded by Grennan. Kieran Sheard drives in. Was blocked.
Looking at the current roster and players here on the Seashore team, Jagan Mosley played last year with a little bit with orthopedic, and Sheard, he actually was a Seaview player a few years back, but most of the other guys on the roster are newcomers to the JSBL. And tonight they're finding out how difficult it can be when you play a veteran team with a leader like J-Rob.
As J-Rob on cue shoots a three, just missed it. 86-54, 4:47 left to play in this third quarter. Jones to the corner, Jones to Jones. Amari drives in and threw it away.
And no place to go on that one.
We're going to have a TV timeout. We'll be right back to you with coverage of this third quarter of Jersey Shore Basketball League.
The Larson Ford family has been serving our community with a family-like atmosphere since 1956. Whether you want a new car or to keep your current one on the road, we've got you covered. This family-like atmosphere has created thousands of repeat customers and long-term employees that have become just like family. When you purchase your next new vehicle, you'll get benefits that you won't get anywhere else. Shop with a family you can trust who gives you the real deal, Larson Ford.
Welcome back to JSBLN as Justin Robinson lobs one to Colin Stewart.
I've seen that play at Monmouth U a few times in their playing days there.
Justin Robinson continues to impress as Jagan Mosley gets two. Justin Robinson, one of the best point guards, maybe the best point guard in the history of Monmouth basketball, as Brennan takes the three miss. But guess who's right there? Robinson, the rebound. Passed out to Ruoff, who missed a three. Amari Jones to Lord in the corner, nails a three. Jaleel Lord has been hitting shots tonight, but he hasn't played as many minutes as someone who's had the shot creation as you'd expect. Justin Robinson driving, and he swatted away. But in the corner is Colin Stewart after the rebound was grabbed by McMullen. Dwayne Jones passes inside to Kimbrough, who cuts the lead to 27. A little bit of a run from Seashore Auto here. Robinson. Oh, beautiful backwards pass and a three from CJ Ruoff. Is that something you saw at Monmouth too, Greg?
Seen it all. Actually, my son Eddie and I, we actually made the trip down to Orlando to watch them beat Notre Dame and USC that year, his junior year. Quite a basketball show.
Robinson led Monmouth to back-to-back MAC championships, their two best years in recent memory, as Jagan Mosley missed the three. Robinson. Putting on a mixtape here tonight. 95-63 with 2:20 left to play in this third quarter. Seashore Auto just feels like they have no answers for him.
Well, they don't.
As Lord nails a three.
You're right about Lord, though. He's been the one consistent shooter for Seashore.
He's gotten open, and he's made the shots he's needed to make as Sean Grennan's got an open three, passes to Mahoney. Mahoney drives inside. He's doubled. He's going to pass out to Grennan, who takes a long three. No good. Off the front of the rim to Amari Jones, who passes a long pass to Kimbrough. He slams it down. Kimbrough cuts the lead to 27 as Ruoff ran through the entire defense and got in. That was Teflon defense by Seashore Auto right there. 1:30 to play in this third quarter as Amari Jones flips it up, rebounded by Seaview Jeep as Robinson floats one up. If you notice the difference as Dwayne Jones gets an easy layup, it's gotten to some freestyling.
Well, that'll happen when a team trails by close to 30.
But the thing with the rebounds tonight, it just feels like there's no plan to try to crash the boards for Seashore Auto against Seaview Jeep.
Well, a lot of the ball movement that the Jeep store does really gets the players out of position, and someone's always open.
As that was the case right there, but Robinson's pass was a little too hot to handle for Mahoney.
Yeah, probably was ready to shoot that before he had it.
1:01 to play in this third quarter. Here comes Amari Jones. That's Dwayne Jones, I apologize, to Lord, who just missed. He's been consistent tonight.
That he has.
Justin Robinson. And the thing with Robinson, he never takes a minute off. He played all 40 last week. He looks like he's going to play all 40 again as he gets 2 more.
Well, just kind of loves to be here. And actually, this is a good workout tonight for Seaview. Now, tomorrow night should be really interesting because the late game tomorrow night is Seaview Jeep and Stearns Trailer. And that's going to be an interesting test, especially if both teams have their headline starters here. Because Stearns is undefeated, 3-0, and the rumors have it Shavar Reynolds, Miles Kales, and the boys will be in town for that one.
It's going to be one of the most anticipated games of this young season. As Stewart passes out to McMullen. McMullen hits the layup as time expires to close out a 29-point lead in this third quarter. Seaview Jeep is on cruise control as we head to the fourth. The formality next. Okay. Thank you.
Seabreeze Ford's hot summer sales event is the time to buy your next Ford. Seabreeze Ford has a huge selection of F-150 pickups and the friendly sales staff you'll love dealing with. Savings are a sure thing at Seabreeze Ford, Route 35, Wall Township, or SeabreezeFord.com.
The Larson Ford family has been serving our community with a family-like atmosphere since 1956. Whether you want a new car or to keep your current one on the road, we've got you covered. This family-like atmosphere has created thousands of repeat customers and long-term employees that have become just like family. When you purchase your next new vehicle, you'll get benefits that you won't get anywhere else. Shop with a family you can trust who gives you the real deal. Larson Ford.
There we go. Welcome back to the start of the fourth quarter. Devin Bennett passes to Lord, who's been consistent tonight. He missed that 3. And Justin Robinson grabs the rebound.
Justin with 39 points going into the fourth quarter. Wonder if he'll score the 21 that he needs to surpass Pierre Louis from last night, who nailed 59 in a big Larson win.
It was the performance of the year so far. Where is Robinson on triple-double watch?
All right. He's 5 for 14 from 3, 10 for 15 from 2. He's got his 39 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists. So looks more like the double-double. I mean, tough for J-Rob to get that many rebounds.
As he puts up assist number 9. I apologize.
With all the athletic bigs that he has surrounding him tonight.
But that's the beauty. Justin Robinson doesn't need to be a rebounder as Dwayne Jones is fouled by C.J. Ruoff. Justin Robinson just has to play point guard, make some shots, and set up his teammates. And the big guys around him will do the dirty work for him, so quote unquote.
Rebound totals going into the fourth, 41-25 in favor of the Jeep store.
And when you're getting out rebounded by 16, it's impossible to win the game unless you're making every single shot. And Seashore Auto has struggled from the field tonight. They missed that second free throw as Colin Stort's right there. Here comes Robinson. Robinson a three, make it 42. The lead back up over 30. Lord. Inside to Bennett. Lord. Spins, makes a move. Just missed that three, but there's a rebound for Seashore Auto, and Lord is back to put the putback up. And Justin Robinson's fouled.
Lord with 8 points going into the quarter. That deuce will give him 10.
And Lord really hasn't played that many minutes, and so 10 points in limited minutes.
Well, he actually had just under 19 minutes going into the fourth.
More minutes than we thought. Now he's a guy that's as Robinson. Oh my goodness. Dropping a bomb from long range. It's up to 45. And with 8 minutes left, needs 15 to surpass Pierre Louis as Jagan Mosley comes back with 2.
Justin actually takes those things to heart, and it presents a challenge for him.
As he takes another deep three, and he gets it.
Should have been a foul, too.
48. And the gym is buzzing as Dwayne Jones comes back with a 3 of his own. And these aren't just your run-of-the-mill high school line threes. These are deep threes. These are NBA threes. He has been impressive tonight. Here's a half court. No good.
Actually, if he shot that from a foot or two further, it would have been in because it was right on target.
A struggle to hit that one for Seaview. Fight for the rebound. Here comes Robinson. Oh, my goodness, going through the legs. Passes to Grennan, who tries a 3. No good. Robinson right there for the rebound, but he had trouble controlling it. Here comes Bennett. He tried to slam it and was fouled. Now, is that something that goes over well when you're down by 30 and you're going for a dunk like that?
No, absolutely not. I mean, if you're in the last minute and teams quit, one thing, but basically these players in a summer league like this, they're coming down to, get their game off. And that would have been a nice in-traffic dunk. He was just right there.
Bennett hits his first.
I mean, the thing is, if you're going to try him, though, it'd be nice if you made him.
It's always a better thing when you try something like that if you make it, because you're going to have the coach saying, why didn't you just go for the easy 2? Because the easy 2 was there. Robinson needs 12 to get to 60, and he gets it stripped as Amari Jones lays it in for 2. I don't think Justin Robinson will be giving up the ball much if he gets it in this fourth quarter. He wants 60. Stort to McMullen. That's Mahoney, I apologize. Here comes Robinson again. Passes to Ruoff in the corner. Ruoff takes a 3, no good. Rebounded by Jaleel Lord. And he's coming quick with it. Passes to Jagan Mosley. It's blocked. What a foul. Mosley will go to the line to shoot 2, and it didn't look like there was much contact there.
Hey, if Troy Stevenson, who's probably a veteran of over 20 years in the JSBL, said there was a foul, there's a foul.
I'm not going to dispute that one with you, Greg. I will not. Troy Stevenson.
Yeah, longtime veteran referee, does high school state finals year after year, one of the top officials in the state of New Jersey, and at least a 20-year vet of the JSBL.
He's one of the best referees around. The team's lucky to have him tonight as Mosley hits them both.
Actually, he was on vacation, just got back, so I think our signer of officials, Gary Schimmel, put him on, I think, every night. Well, the next couple nights this week. Nice strip.
And here comes Mosley. Skadoosh. A nice dunk, and the lead is down to 22, and it looks like Seaview Jeep's got a little lackadaisical. You haven't seen that same effort that you saw even just a few minutes ago as Robinson, guarded by Bennett. There's a little bit of a mismatch here. Robinson is fouled.
Not a lot of player movement on that last offensive set by the Jeep star. They all kind of stood around watching Justin dribble the ball and just took his man to the hole.
I mean, it's tough even when you're on his own team that the teammates have to be in awe of him as 14 seconds to put back on the clock.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught watching your teammates, play or put on a show. You want to make sure you're constantly moving to the open spot because, again, he will average double-digit assists in this league if you move without the ball. He will get you the ball.
As Grennan at deep three, no good off the front of the rim, and Jaleel Lord crashed in on a double for the rebound, an impressive rebound for him there. I'd say Lord's been the best player on the court for Seashore Auto tonight.
Been the most consistent.
Ruoff picks up his fourth, although fouls probably won't make that much of a difference in this game. Lord passes in to Dwayne Jones. Jones to Bennett, to Lord, who drives in and gets it. And the lead has been cut to 20. Robinson. Inside, Stewart, there's a double-double. Stewart picks up the dunk.
That's what I said about moving without the ball.
As Lord comes back with a three. 15 for Lord tonight. Robinson, deep three, trying for 50, no good. Amari Jones with the board. Drives his way in, and he gets it. And don't look now, but with under 5 to play, the lead's been cut to 17. At one point, do you see Seaview Jeep start to say, all right, enough of the game? They turn it over there.
Well, we're right upon the TV timeout, and here it is.
The TV timeout is getting taken. We'll be right back with tonight's coverage.
We're pretty fortunate to have this career and this opportunity to make people a lot better very quickly.
All the physicians in OIBO are experts in their particular field and subspecialty.
We strive for excellence. We strive to make the best diagnosis and best treatment for patients.
I can think of many examples of patients we were able to take from a really poor quality of life and get them, bring them back.
A lot of folks will end up saying, I shouldn't have waited so long. I'm glad I did this, but I shouldn't have waited so long. Once they get to see the function that they can regain.
We're back. We're back with the final 4:40 of tonight's first game action. Now, I have a little bit of a hunch that tonight's star of the game is probably going to be the same guy that was Seaview Jeep's last star of the game. Justin Robinson averaged 48 points last year. He's got 48 tonight. Another jaw-dropping performance.
He is worth the price of admission, if there was one.
100%. Lord, a three, no good. Rebounded by Ruoff. And Robinson will come down the court again, trying to go for 50. He's getting doubled.
A little late for that.
Long pass, and he threw it away. So even though the double was late, it ends up working in favor of Seashore Auto. .419 is plenty of time with 24-second shot clocks. If you can hit a couple of threes, you now get them a little bit stunned. Jones to Lord, a step back three, no good. Fight for it, and Seashore controls a big board. Lord, another three, no good. Another rebound, out to Mosley. Mosley three, got it. It's a 14-point game with under 4 to play. And here comes the press. This is a must-win game for Seashore Auto. They press Robinson. They double him. And he turns it over. Here comes a 2-on-1. Lord, down low. Got it. What's going on with Seaview Jeep right now? Almost turned it over again. But Stewart was bumped.
Got to give Seashore Auto a lot of credit. They're actually playing probably their best defense of the entire game right now. They're giving tremendous effort out there.
And did Seaview Jeep put it on cruise control and they can't get it back fired up?
Well, kind of, yeah. That's a very good way, Dan, to describe it.
They're stuck in autopilot, trying to get out of it. Robinson is fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. Chance to put it up for 50. And there's the initiative that you were expecting Robinson to take with the lead down at 12. We have a chance for back-to-back 50-point scoring nights down here at the Shore as Robinson hits his first. He's at 49. .115, 102 with 3:23 left to play. Robinson's second shot is up and good. Jones to Bennett. Lord can hit the 3, tries one there, no good. And no foul is called as both him and Mahoney hit the deck. Robinson getting inside, 52. And a timeout. It doesn't look like either of the teams took a timeout.
No, it's a.
It looks like there's a wet spot on the court that
They're looking for our man Liam Byrne to come out on the floor with the dry mop. Can't have players slipping. Both went down. All that sweat and wetness will cause somebody to slip, and we definitely don't want to see that.
Now, we did get on Liam again. We got on Liam last night because the same thing happened.
I guess his concentration level is a little less than the players on the floor.
We were getting on him because he missed the first payday as Mosley makes it. Here comes Robinson.
He gets in the open court like that. He causes defense just doesn't have a chance to set up, causes too many problems.
He's the fastest player in maybe the league.
That he is.
He could, with 5'8", with how he plays, he could have easily been a different sport. Running back as he takes a turnaround 3, no good. Fight for the board. Goes out on McMullen. But you see that kind of speed from a guy 5'8" out of running backs as Lord tries a 3, no good. A fight for the rebound. It'll stay at this end, and with 2:25 left to play, Seashore Jeep has a chance to cut it.
Justin was not blessed with height, but was blessed with tremendous heart and speed, and it more than made up for it so far in his career.
2:25 left to play. Seaview Jeep leads Seashore Auto. And once again, Liam is caught lacking. There he goes. I don't know, Greg. Maybe we should interview Liam. He might have a compelling one.
Either that or install a shock buzzer on him when he's needed.
And this is all coming from love. We love Liam and we love the job he does. As Bennett takes a 3. Not a smart 3 when one of your bigs is taking one. He's been one of the rebounders as Robinson puts up another shot. He's got 54. Justin Robinson must be a cameraman's nightmare.
Yeah, don't turn your back and move the camera quickly.
As Amari Jones misses that one. Here comes Robinson again. He puts up a 3, no good. Here comes Jaleel Lord. Jaleel Lord takes a 3, no good. Rebounded by Grennan. Minute 43 to play. Robinson a 3. Got it. I believe that's 59. So he's tied Pierre-Louis.
And still has a minute 31 to go.
Eh,
And guess who has the ball?
Amari Jones is here comes Robinson. A chance for 60. Got it! Justin Robinson at 62. Bennett at 3. No good. And I'm still out of speech as Amari Jones misses. 62 for Justin Robinson tonight. Trying for 65. No good. If there's one guy that could score 100 in one of these games, I would think it would be Justin Robinson.
I believe 84 is the league record.
Who set that?
I don't know. You'd have to ask your director that. He would give you the answer.
Eddie, I'm going to turn to you. Do you know who set the league record with 84? We're going to ask the stat guy. We'll get that to you as Robinson misses the 3.
I believe there's a player, Jason Fichter.
Jason Fichter was...
I believe he has the regular season record, and Lloyd Daniels has the playoff record for most points scored in a JSBL game.
Lloyd Daniels, his son played last night, as that is going to close out a dominating win, and as close as it got, I think the score tells the full story tonight.
That it does.
Seaview Jeep dominated on every level. They made more shots. They controlled the boards. And
they had Justin Robinson.
Justin Robinson, 62 points in the win tonight.
So Nate Pierre-Louis had the season high for less than 24 hours.
It'd be great to see those two match up. We're looking so much forward to when those two get together.
Oh, that's going to happen. I believe it happens. Maybe is it this Thursday? I have to check the schedule.
Is it 60 for Justin, not 62? But another unbelievable stat, and we are going to get him next here. 60 points. 60 for Justin Robinson. We'll be right back with his interview next on JSBLN.
Seabreeze Ford's Hot Summer Sales Event is the time to buy your next Ford. Seabreeze Ford has a huge selection of F-150 pickups and the friendly sales staff you'll love dealing with. Savings are a sure thing at Seabreeze Ford, Route 35, Wall Township, or SeabreezeFord.com.
The Larson Ford family has been serving our community with a family-like atmosphere since 1956. Whether you want a new car or to keep your current one on the road, we've got you covered. This family-like atmosphere has created thousands of repeat customers and long-term employees that have become just like family. When you purchase your next new vehicle, you'll get benefits that you won't get anywhere else. Shop with a family you can trust who gives you the real deal. Larson Ford.
Just 60 and 10. Yeah, let's just bring him up here. That might be easier. Welcome back to JSBLN. We're here with, of course, again tonight's star of the game, Justin Robinson. Justin, can you get used to coming up here and doing these interviews?
For sure, man. No problem. Whenever you need me.
60 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds. An unbelievable performance by you. How does it feel to score 60 in a game?
You know, try not to keep track of them, and then after a while it's hard. But you know, when you're in a zone, you're in a zone. You just try to ride the hot hand and stay aggressive. And you know, my teammates told me to stay aggressive. So it's pretty easy to keep going when you've got a good supporting cast behind you.
You guys dominated on the boards tonight. How does it feel when you completely dominate a team from start to finish like you guys did tonight?
That's what we try to do. You know, we played together for a few summers, so we got a good chemistry, and we try and just do the little things that win basketball games all year round, not just in the wintertime or the summertime. In the summertime, talent normally wins, but when you got a group that knows how to play together cohesively, it becomes a lot easier.
Now, Napier Lewis was 59 last night. You have 60 tonight. How excited are you for that matchup?
It's very exciting. I was joking with Nate earlier today that he didn't want 60. I told him I was going to go for it. So, I think we play them next week, something like that, and towards the end of the season. But we had 2 good matchups last season, and I'm looking forward to it again.
Now, you could argue that you guys are the 2 best in the league, and we're going to be excited to cover that when it comes to it. Thank you for coming on, Justin Robinson. 60 points tonight. Unbelievable performance. Thank you, Justin.
No doubt. You got it.
We'll be right back with the wrap for Game 1 and the start of Game 2 here on JSBLN.